Hello and welcome back to my fourth episode of my Metroid Zero Mission Let's Play. So, from the first corridor on the left-hand side, once you bomb your way up and make yourself across to the middle column, then you want to bomb jump straight up once again and hit that top part and get over to the right column. This can take a long while. It took me like 30 to 45 minutes before in previous playthroughs. Yeah, I do it surprisingly quick. I think that's the quickest I've actually ever done it before. I'm able to uncurl out of my morph ball and grab onto the ledge. So if that takes you a while, then don't fret about it. So over here is a quick missile tank, and this door on the bottom-hand side. Bottom-hand? This door on the bottom, there's going to be a save room in the next room, and then past that there's going to be a long corridor. And past this corridor is going to be a drop which takes you to a mini-boss. That drop is the point of no return. Once you pass there, you have to go through all of Ridley. That boss will take you into the Ridley elevator, and you have to beat all of Ridley to come back to Norfair. Be warned. So you can decide not to do that, or you can. Right now, our current mission is to get the high jump boots. Normally, how I play this game is I do sequence break. I come down here, not that bug. We'll deal with that bug later. I come down here and I grab the high jump boots, and then I march back up to Brinstar and get the Varia suit. And then I do the rest of the game as normal. Here, we're going to go through Ridley first, rather than go back up, since everything that we need to do is right here. So this Chozo statue is going to tell us to go to a new location in Kraid, but we're not going to go to Kraid yet. Kraid is actually going to be one of the last places we go in this game, which is funny because it's one of the first places we should go. So right here is a special machine elevator type thing. Basically, you jump in and you lay a bomb, and then it shoots you straight up. We'll use that later, so I won't go too in depth. So you want to use bomb jumps and get up here to grab this missile tank, and then you want to bomb jump right over here over this wall on our left side. So there's an enemy right here which you just want to defeat before you try to bomb jump, because if you're attacked during your bomb jump, then you will fall off. So beyond this door will be a couple of enemies. You can either shoot them or just run past them. It really doesn't matter. Past them is the high jump boots, which we'll see right here. Hooray! The high jump boots. High jump. So this allows you to jump way higher than you could before, and allows you to jump in as a morph ball. And so you can see when I go in there, everything is red hot, and I can't really do anything in there right now. We need the Varia suit to do that. I showed off the jumping right there. And then these Chozo statues, I don't think I ever explained that. Every time you find a Chozo statue that is, well, not broken, they will have a blue light coming from their hand, and if you go into a morph ball and sit in their hand, they will heal you completely and replenish all of your ammunition. So right now, all we have is missiles in the way of ammunition. You know, missiles. Oh, went in here by accident again. Missiles in our normal shots, which are infinite, which that don't run out. There are different types of weapon loadouts. I don't even know if you can call it that. Different types of cannon things. Yep, that's a technical term right there. Cannon things. You can look online. That's cannon things. Cannon things. Samus Aran has cannon things. Different types of things that you can shoot from your cannon. It's good enough. That you find throughout the game. Right now, all we have is missiles. And we're about to get a new type of missile that you wouldn't get until you went to Ridley normally in your gameplay. But since we're going to Ridley way earlier than you should be going, then we're going to get those missiles super early. So right there, that's the drop I was telling you about. That is the point of no return. Once you fall down there, there's no way to get back up. through that area until you go through all of Ridley, I mean. So there's going to be this one little beetle flying guy, and you want to freeze him in a position where you can jump on top of him. Sometimes we'll freeze him in a position where he's too high and you can't jump. So the easiest way to freeze him is to go under him and freeze him. You have a little bit better control, because standing on that middle platform doesn't really help get the leverage you need. Anyway, so you can see this beetle monster thing area in the middle. The mini-boss is the actual mini-boss. I haven't said anything about it yet. Is being held up by these purple veins, these purple strands. So you want to go ahead and chuck your missiles at them and break them, and that will cause this beetle thing to fall and crash into the ground. Going right will lead you to a gray door, which just means it's a boss door. And here is our elevator. You can see on the right side there are two heads, that two statue wall. That is important. I'll explain right after this cutscene. So here you can see a purple ship landing on the planet of Zebes, and you can imagine who this is. What a beautiful sound it makes. That is the boss of this area. That is Ridley, and we'll be fighting Ridley in order to leave this place. So I'm glossing over the save room real quick. So you can see that green door is there. I told you about different colored doors earlier. So you want to come up here and you want to see this blue thing, whatever that is. You want to come back down here, and there's not much you can do in Ridley. This is Ridley, by the way. Welcome to Ridley. There's not much you can do here right now. That green door is really blocking your path. If you go this way, there's just a tube that has a bunch of enemies. What you do want to do, though, I'm going to tell you right now that there is another mini-boss coming up. So you want to get your health and your missiles up to full and save before you go fight this boss. As I was saying, there's nothing to do in Ridley right now. So you want to take the elevator and go back up real quick. We're not leaving Ridley, of course. As I said, you can do that. So you see over on the right-hand side, there's that wall with the two head statues right there. That's important. That tells you how many bosses are in the area. So there are two bosses in this area. The first boss, you can see that bug thing that we saw before it disappeared. And we've fallen down here. Oh, we broke an egg. Several eggs, really. There'll be two bosses in this area. One of them is this boss that we're going to fight right now. And the other boss is Ridley. So this boss, simple enough to do if you do not have missiles. This boss is going to be very, very annoying because you will have to use your charge shots. So what you need to do is just kind of wait over by this cluster of eggs until it comes down, and then taunt it so that it goes to the right, and then just follow it, shooting missiles at its abdomen. Eventually its abdomen will fall off, and you will defeat it. So make sure you bring missiles, or this boss is very, very annoying. And over there is that little green thing, which is super missiles. This is the other type of missile that you can use in this game. A super missile counts as 5 missiles. So if you're fighting an enemy that you just like to use missiles on, and then you can use a super missile on it, and that counts as 5, and that usually kills enemies in one shot. And also, super missiles have another use. Since missiles can open red doors, super missiles can open green doors. Hooray! So now we're able to progress further into Ridley. So normally you'd be like, oh, shouldn't we have the Varia suit? Won't that help since we're going to get it for Kraid, and Kraid comes before Ridley? Well, not exactly. In Ridley... Oh, the video's ending right here. Alright, talk to you guys next time.